Heather, I brought you the prescription that you ordered this morning from Pops.
Thanks, Larry Joe. I appreciate you bringing it by so quickly.
Is that some medicine for your headaches?
Yes, Leslie prescribed it for me the other night when I was over there.
Oh, I wish you had been at that wedding. It was so beautiful.
Well, I had such a terrible headache that morning, I couldn't even get out of bed. So Leslie said this would help.
Look, I've got some other deliveries I've got to make right now.
Well, bye, Larry Joe, and thanks again for bringing it by.
But so long, okay?
Bye-bye, Larry Joe.
Oh, Diana, that lunch sounds so good. Why don't you go change and then we can eat?
Well, you know, I've been rushing around all morning long. I think I'd like to just sit down for a few minutes and relax.
Where are you going, Peter?
I'm going to call Diana right away.
Well, you're not going to discuss this with Diana, with Heather in the house, are you?
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to tell her to come to my office before she sees Dr. Elliott this afternoon.
Well, tell me, do you still think that she should see a psychiatrist now that you know that her lapses of memory were engineered by Heather?
No, but I'll take care of that after I've called Diana. I'm certainly not going to say a word about Heather in this conversation.
Well, Anne, you're the last person I expected to see here on your day off. Why aren't you out and enjoying the nice weather?
I would like to be, Jessie, but something very important has come up here.
The line's busy. I'll wait a few minutes and then I'll try again.
Oh, I'm sure that Jeff will like it, Mom. Chocolate cake's his favorite. Sure, bring it over as soon as you finish frosting it. Oh, and just wait till you see the plate that Diana bought for it. It revolves and it plays Happy Birthday. Yeah, I'll be here until Diana gets back from the hospital, and then I'll go home and I'll change. No, Jeff has no idea about the party, but it's been hard keeping the secret from him. Now, my husband has a very inquisitive nature.
Couldn't be true.
Listen, Diana, don't you think you should get dressed before PJ wakes up? Otherwise, we're going to have to be jumping up all during lunch to keep him out of things.
Heather, if I didn't know you better, I'd think that you were trying to get rid of me.
Oh, of course not. I love having the company. But today is your first appointment with a psychiatrist. And rather than rushing around at the last minute, I think you should have time to collect your thoughts, you know.
I guess I haven't wanted to collect my thoughts because it just hurts so much. Resigning like that was one of the most painful and demoralizing experiences of my entire life.
I know what you mean. I still can't stop thinking about what happened in the park this morning.
You've got to stop thinking about it, Heather.
It's not easy.
I'll get it. Hello.
Honey, it's Peter. How are you?
Well, at the moment, I'm relaxing after a nice cool shower.
Well, good. I'm back at the hospital now, and I'd like you to come to my office as soon as you get here.
Peter, I don't want to be late for Dr. Elliott.
Look, I'll call her and take care of that, but this is very important.
Is it about Joe Kelly and Ann?
Yes, it is.
Well, I certainly hope that you fired Joe for what he did to poor Heather today.
How's Heather feeling right now?
Well, naturally, she's still terribly upset. But getting ready for Jeff's surprise party tonight has taken her mind off of things a little bit. Did Kelly give you any reason for doing such a despicable thing?
Diana, sometimes detectives do things in the line of work that are, well, hard for other people to understand.
Well, I will never understand or forgive him for what he did to Heather today. I know what it's like to be tortured like that.
Look, honey, I really can't talk right now, but I would like to see you as soon as possible. Is there any chance that you could leave the house right now?
Well, if you could see me right now, you wouldn't even ask that question. I'm still in a robe, and my hair's still damp. And I'm going to have lunch with Heather, so I don't think I'm going to be able to get there before my appointment with Dr. Elliott.
Well, all right. I'll see you when you get here. And I love you very much.
I love you too, Peter.
What did Peter want?
He just wanted me to see him a few minutes before I saw Dr. Elliot today.
He's probably just going to repeat all those lies that Kelly and Ann told him about me.
Oh,
I just hope he doesn't believe them.
Heather, how could you think of such a thing? Come on. Now, Peter's not going to believe a pack of lies, and I'm not either. We love you very much, Heather. And anybody that hurts you is going to have to answer to us.
How did Diana sound?
Well, she sounded fine, but she's furious with you and expects you to be fired by the time she gets here.
Well, I guess I better make myself scarce when she arrives till you can have a chance to explain things to her.
Yeah, I'd like to be alone with her when I tell her and show her the fingerprints and the lab reports. I'm also worried right now.
What about?
Well, I just don't like the idea of PJ being alone in the house with Heather. You know, maybe I better get back there right now.
No, I think you had the right idea to tell Diana alone. Last person in the world you want in the house with you is Heather. What time did Diana say she'd get here?
Well, just before her appointment with Dr. Elliot. I couldn't insist that she get here sooner and make her suspicious. You know, I'm really worried about PJ, Joe.
No, don't be. Heather'd never do anything to harm him. Actually, I think she'd lay down her life for PJ. It's all part of that psychotic attachment she's got to your son. It's the reason why she's been, well, I don't have to tell you this.
No, but I still can't understand how Diane and I could have missed it. I mean, we've been so aware of Heather's obsession for PJ the last time we let her go. I mean, how could she have fooled us this time?
Have any of your patients ever fooled you?
Yeah, for a while, but as you said earlier, Heather's been very clever this time about hiding her feelings. You know, I guess what threw us off the track was her desire to adopt Jeremy Hewitt. I mean, I took that as a very positive step for Heather.
Peter, Heather doesn't care for Jeremy at all.
How do you know that?
Well, Jeremy told me that when Jeff wasn't around, she was very shoddy with him and even slapped his hand once when he just tried to show her how to use the tape recorder Joe put on the telephone.
Heather must have hated those recording devices. I'm sure that she and Larry Joe hatched their plans over the phone, which will account for the erase spots on that tape.
You know, the more I think about Heather now, the more uncomfortable I get thinking about PJ being alone with her. Now, maybe I should go home, confront her with what I know, evidence and all.
No, Peter, I think the only person that should confront Heather is Jeff.
Oh, Heather. I still can't believe it. Not even with the proof right here in my hands. Why? Why have you done this? Heather, I love you so much. I've got to help you. But I can't until I've confronted you with this. And then I have to get you the help you need before you do anything more and regret it for the rest of your life.
Well, I better start getting ready now.
Fine, Diana. By the time you come out, I'll have our lunch all set up for us.
Thank you.
How much of this should I put in? Larry Joe, please be home. Maybe he went back to the drugstore. Hello, Pop Snyder's? Is Larry Joe Baker there? Oh, I see. Would you have him call Mrs. Taylor when he gets back? Yes, he knows the number. Thank you. Bye. I can't wait any longer. I've got to finish this before Diana gets back. I've got to keep them separate. I'll put the ice in just before we eat.
General Hospital will continue in a moment.
When you're hot and thirsty, when you need it most and expect it least.
Wow, it's Fresca!
Wow, it's Fresca! Wow, it's Fresca!
Sugar-free Fresca has a bright, clean, tingling taste that refreshes you surprisingly fast.
What a wonderful surprise!
What a wonderful surprise! Fresca!
Jeff.
Look, Ann, I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to talk to anyone. Now, I told you that before, but evidently you're just not taking no for an answer.
Jeff, I've got to talk to you.
Excuse me, will you please?
Jeff, would you listen to me for heaven's sakes? It's about Heather.
I'm not interested.
Jeff, Heather, she is in desperate need of psychiatric help.
Look, Ann, I'm doing my best not to be rude to you, so will you please leave?
Not until I have told you what I have come here to tell you, Jeff. I guess the best way to say it is just to come out with it. Jeff, Heather has been the one that's been tormenting Diana with those phone calls and letters. She has been responsible for Diana's forgetfulness. By deliberately misplacing objects around the Taylor house, she has also been tampering with the medicine that Diana's been giving out at the hospital. Jeff, I'd give anything if it wasn't true. Oh, this must be so hard for you to believe. Jeff, we have proof at the hospital, Joe and I. And if you come with me now, we'll show it to you. Won't you say something, please?
Hello.
It's me.
Heather, I have been nervous wreck waiting for you to call. Did you give it to her?
Well, I called your room first. I thought you'd go right back there after you left here.
Look, I couldn't. Look, I didn't want to lie to Pop, you know, about being sick like you suggested. So I told him that I had an emergency delivery to make when I went home and got the stuff from Hank and brought it back over to you. So I had to come back straight back to work, Heather. But I'm so nervous I should have gone home anyway. I'm already spilled coffee all over one of the customers.
You're nervous. You just left me here with this LSD. I didn't even know how much I was supposed to use or anything.
Hank told me there was enough there for 2 good trips.
2? I've already put all of it in Diana's iced tea glass. I had to do it fast because she was inside getting dressed. Look, oh, I guess it's too late to do anything about it now.
Don't worry about it, Heather. Look, she won't know anything because he guarantees me it's absolutely tasteless.
I just hope it doesn't do anything to her that's really bad.
Well, it'll probably just make her have a longer trip, that's all. Listen, Heather, you call me the minute that you leave Diana and get out there as soon as you can, because Hank says that this stuff works in like 30 to 40 minutes.
All I can think of is this next half hour when she takes it and before she leaves.
And all I can think about is going off with you now that this thing's almost over. I hope you're as excited about that as I am.
Yes, of course, Larry Joe. Listen, I'd better hang up.
Okay. Good luck, and don't forget to call me, Heather.